Good evening, community, and happy holidays to each and every one of you. I am Shalad Durant, Director of Communities Hope Impact Center. We are located at 212 Cooper Street. We are right in the heart of Moncks Corner, and we are about 2.5 years old. And here we facilitate programs to educate and bring awareness to our communities. But tonight is not about us. We are here to share some amazing gifts that are right here in our community, planted in our communities each and every day. You can see them in their local grocery stores. You can see them at the local gas stations. So these are the jewels that we have here within our community. So to all our viewers, I want to say welcome to our very first Communities Trailblazers Showcase. These are the men and women that simply have a heart for people. And that's what I love about each and every last one of them, because we all have a very similar spirit. But tonight, we briefly going to hear about what they are doing, the great work that they're doing within the communities, and how they inspire us to simply be a community to the community, especially now during these trying times during the pandemic. So I'm just telling you, viewers, to be very attentive and listen to what they have to say about what the great things they are doing. So your job, viewers, is to stay motivated and be compelled. And when you are compelled, I want you to vote for your favorite community trailblazer. You can simply do that by sending a Cashapp donation to CHICWS. That's CHICWS. And don't forget to put their name in the subject line. Okay, so to make this more exciting, whoever gets the most funds collected by Saturday, December 19th, will be crowned the King and Queen Hope for Community Trailblazer here at our own Christmas of Hope event that will be here Saturday, December 19th, starting at 4 p.m. So please come out and join us. All of the funds and proceeds will be supporting our upcoming events for 2021. So I want to just say to you right now, thank you very much, because those funds help us be able to generate and be an instrument to our communities for the upcoming year. So without further ado, let the showcase begin. All right, is everyone ready for your very first community trailblazer? Miss Lauren Prochet. So Miss Lauren, I have known Lauren for a long time. She is, hi Lauren.
Hi, peace yes. And love.
So Miss Lauren Prochet is a holistic wellness advocate. She is also a consultant for Soul Divine Wellness and Creations, and her focus is mental health. Your approach is pretty much holistic healing from stress and anxiety, especially during a time like now, during the pandemic. And you currently are working on a holistic wellness center campaign in Atlanta. Ever since I've known you, the very first remembrance that I have of you is that you were such an advocate for youth workshops with self-awareness, positive self-imagery, wellness and youth with yoga and hula. You were at every church, you were at every center, you were at the Moncks Corner Town Rec. My question for you is, why so many platforms that you put so much energy in yourself into?
I do it because for the longest, ever since I've been younger, I've always loved to help people. And when I was younger, my career goals I wanted to do was be a nurse or be a teacher. And in a sense, that's what I do, just from a holistic wellness perspective. So I'm just very passionate about seeing people being wealthy, not only wealthy financially, but being wealthy in their mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, and financial well-being. So that's just definitely where I'm passionate about, and this is definitely my purpose work. So that's why I go all in for serving others.
Yes, awesome, awesome. So with that being said, why now? Why the holistic approach for the people that you're constantly trying to inspire?
I choose a holistic approach because I love to just go back to the roots. What is our true nature of, we all have the ability to be able to heal ourselves. So I love to introduce these holistic wellness modalities to people, because a lot of times Western medicine does not solve those issues for people. So I like to bring this new approach to people so that they are aware that we all have that ability, in even something as simple as meditation. can bring a peace, a sense of well-being to someone. So I really encourage people to, look into holistic wellness therapy, especially in times like these, when stress is at an all-time high, depression is at an all-time high, even suicide is at an all-time high. So really tapping into what is naturally ours, and that's healing.
Yes. Beautiful. I agree. So you're now located in Atlanta, correct?
Hmm. Yep.
And even though you're in Atlanta, we always still see your lovely face back here in Mott's Corner. So what keeps you drawn coming back home and promoting these programs?
Well, absolutely, home is where the heart is.
Yeah.
So, definitely always wanted to give back, and I do my best to bring forth what I know and what has helped me, because every service that I offer, from the yoga, Reiki, vibrational sound therapy, detox therapy, and hula healing fitness, dancing with the hula, every service that I offer has helped me in so many ways. It's helped me through stress. It helped me through anxiety. It helped me through hair loss, excessive weight gain. And I know the value and the power of these therapies. So that's why I'm so dedicated to bringing it back, and especially bringing it back to home.
Beautiful. Well, Ms. Lauren, I'm so grateful that I met you. I am so inspired by the energy that you put into everything that you do. And every time I speak to you, there's always something new that you're doing. So I say thank you for the energy and for you being able to stay connected to home and bringing back whatever, however you're being inspired, and taking that time to come back to your community and giving back to us. So,
Absolutely. And I'm
ladies
so
and
grateful,
gentlemen,
so
yes,
grateful to be here. Thank you so
thank
much.
you. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to vote. Cast your vote and cash app Miss Lauren Daniel.
Yay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you, Miss Lauren.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Are you ready for your next community trailblazer? Miss Leanne Robinson. Woo! Hello,
Hi.
Leanne. Hi, Miss Leanne. Miss Leanne has
Hello.
the best shrimp and grits, the best seafood rice. But we're so thankful we're not here to talk about the food, but we are here
Yes.
to talk about you, Leanne, and how you've been such an instrument to Monk's Corner, the community, and Tri-County, actually. But you are the owner for L&M Food Truck and catering business. You have done cancer walks. You have promoted voters registrations. I literally see you support every local event in Monk's Corner. So you are just well known across the board on every spectrum, every culture. Um, and
Yes.
now you're currently been involved with the Richardson Dynasty. Um, I want to ask you, how did that get started, and why? How is that currently inspiring the community?
So the Richardson Dynasty started. We started some years ago. Um, we started off feeding the less fortunate down in Charleston, downtown Charleston, and we would do that at least twice a month, at least twice a year. So we started, after our grandparents died, then we kind of started, doing that. And so here lately, um, we've uh, just last week we had a community feedback where we fed anyone that came to get it, and we fed over 100. It was like 100 people boxes we had. Um, so we do that. Like I said, we feed the less fortunate. Normally Thanksgiving and Christmas time. With the Richardson Dynasty, other family members have started venturing out doing the things. My son, along with Amber Daniels, have done the blanket drive, and so far this year they gave to two different organizations in Charlotte, and now they are doing the Low Country this coming week. So we love giving back to the community. We love helping who
Yeah.
we could help. Um, the Richardson Dynasty we've started having flea markets here in August. We started in August, once a month, the first Saturday in every month. And what it is just something so people could come out to shop with local vendors. We practice social distancing. We use we check temperature, um, all the stuff to stay safe. But it's just a place where you could come, do a little shopping, and then go. So, like I said, we do a flea market once every month. But this month, instead of the flea market, we fed the community. And so then we'll start back with the flea market in February.
Awesome. Awesome. So I just want to say thank you for always. You have the motto of this family, and you always see one, you see them all. So I think it's important that we always see family engaging into giving the community, because that's something that we need to get back to. That we all are one big family and being the community for the community. Miss Lee Ann, we
Right.
thank you. We appreciate all that you have doing. So everyone, viewers, if you think that Miss Lee Ann is the community trailblazer queen, go ahead and cast your votes on the Cash App for CHICWS for Miss Leanne Robinson. Thank you, Leanne. All right, community. For our very next, our third community trailblazer is Mr. Randy So Funny Smalls. Mr. Randy, when I asked you for a quote to describe yourself, you said, "I just stand for anything positive within my community." You are the inventor and producer for And Things Them Entertainment, where you promoted so many comedy shows throughout the communities. You just recently launched a Low Country Got Talent production that was very successful, and you're currently working on your Kids Cave production. So how does this all work together to inspire? And give us a little bit about your current initiative with the Kids Cave. But how does it all work together?
All right. Well, I appreciate the opportunity to have a conversation with you. The Kid Cave is basically for the kids. It's a place where kids can come and socialize and enjoy themselves together. I believe if the kids have a safe place to come, instead of them finding something to do, they have something to do, and it won't be an issue later on in life with, progressing or whatever. So everything worked together. I'm just for the community. Whatever I can get my hands on or help somebody with, that's what I'm doing. I'm currently helping Blue and Gold alumni, Brian Griffin, the other candidate, one of my close friends. Everybody, any and everything I can put my hands on that and help with, that's what I'm for. I'm not for nothing in particular, but I do love the children.
Yes. So, Mr. Randy, we're so thankful for what you always have been inspiring our children. I don't think there's ever a moment where you're not doing anything for the community. So I just say thank you. You keep the community laughing. I think especially at a time like this, we need to keep our spirits lightened. And we thank you and appreciate you for not giving up for the goal that you have, because this Kids Cave will happen. And we are looking forward to see you do great things and to be an inspiration to the community.
I appreciate it.
Without further ado, everybody who thinks that Mr. Funny Man Randy Smalls should be our next community trailblazer king, please vote. Cash App, Mr. Randy Smalls.
Let me say this really fast. I didn't come on a night to look cool or nothing. Now, my cousin called me last night and he was sleeping, and he said he was getting jumping to sleep, so he told me to jump in to sleep with him to help him fight. And I woke up this morning, my eyes and everything was swollen. The side of my head was swollen.
That's the lie you're going to tell tonight?
Yeah, that's all.
And the next comedian. Thank you, Brother Randy. We love you.
All right.
All right. For our next community trailblazer, let's give it up for Mr. Brian Griffin.
Hey, how you doing?
Hello, Brother Brian. Brother Brian, I have worked with you on numerous occasions. I appreciate how humble you are. You have the organization called Blue and Gold Alumni, which you are the founder since 2016, and you have been promoting basketball tournaments. You have been doing yearly scholarships. You always think outside the box. There are a plethora of things that you have been doing. I asked you what describes you and why you do what you do with your organization. You said, "My inspiration is being a blessing to others. It takes one person to ignite a plethora of change for the good." And I feel that that's what you always have done, whether it's just you or bringing people on board. You are consistently doing that. So my
Yes.
question to you is, why do you do what you do?
Well, sometimes I think to myself, why also? But the biggest thing is just growing up in most corners is like I always wanted to be able to do something for someone else. And at the time, I wasn't able to because of finances, because of travel like that. So when I was able to actually do that, I felt that um, vice waiting on someone else to do it,
Right.
actually stepped up and made it happen.
Yes, yes. And you currently reside in North Carolina, correct?
Yes, I do.
Yes. So why still come back to little old Monk's Corner and still invest into Monk's Corner with the time and the energy?
Well, I spent the last 20 years in the Marine Corps. So my whole thing is giving back to the country and also giving back to my community. So even though I travel 500 miles round trip to come from North Carolina to Mount Corner for the events, I think if I can change one person's mind, if we can raise enough money to give out one scholarship and send that person to college or even a trade school, I think that the community, not me, but the community has done a job, and I also feel like that will be like a that basically like we're trying to set the example for others and all the youth that's out there that's in the middle school, high school. They see that, and now they can actually, when they get older, they can actually come back and actually um, give back to their community as well.
Beautiful, beautiful. So I just am inspired. I'm personally inspired by the way you give so much of yourself in time. I think of the one word sacrifice because I feel that's what you constantly do. And sacrifice always has a benefit. So we're so
Yes,
thankful for the benefits that have been coming forth from Blue and Gold and the sacrifices that you're making for Monk's Corner and the youth and the community per se. So everyone, without further ado, Mr. Brian Griffin from Blue and Gold alumni, please vote and cast your vote with the Cash App, CHICWS, for Mr. Brian Griffin.
all right,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
Brian.
Thank you.
So for our next community trailblazer, Miss Chantel Williams. Hello, Miss Chantel.
And
How are you?
I'm getting you.
Awesome, awesome. So let's talk, Chantel. So Chantel is an educator. She's a business owner for Designs Per Shani, which constantly promotes positive self-imagery. I'm admired by how every time you have a come up, that you always come up with someone else or another organization or another business. And I think that is so selfless. Um, those things include like the business showers that you have is inspiring recent entrepreneurs. You've always been focusing on mental health awareness for African Americans, and you simply just love family and community. My question to you, what keeps you inspired to keep doing what you do?
Um, I think just the idea of being an embodiment of empowerment and positivity just keeps me going. Like you said, I'm an educator, so I wear my designs at school now. So even my students are starting to pick up, especially during this pandemic. I try to make sure that I'm wearing some type of positivity to make sure they know that I'm a safe haven and that we have to keep pushing even though we're in a tough time. So just being an embodiment and them noticing that keeps me going.
Beautiful, beautiful. So you are currently working at Timberland High School, correct? So
Yeah.
you're surrounded by youth all the time. How are you an inspiration by being around them 24/7 during this transition of education?
Um, just staying positive. Everyone is pretty much stressed during this time, whether it's trying to navigate through this virtual world, but just getting up every day, basically overdosing on that vitamin C, overdosing on prayer,
Yes.
overdosing on positive affirmations.
Mhm.
That keeps me motivated. That keeps my children motivated. So that we can keep it pushing.
Right. So every time I see you, you have like a specific initiative to focus on. It's forever evolving and changing. So what allows you to know what to focus on? Do you have a dream?
Honestly, and Pastor Tori, he has this thing where he calls me 8 ball because you can just call me a visionary. So
Right.
I have notebooks on top of notebooks with different ideas and initiatives, but I write it down, but I pray about it as well, just to make sure it's just not an idea or just another talent. I just want to make sure that it is God given and it is a God given vision, so that I can bless those who are around me. Even with this mental health awareness, it started off as me creating slogans for t-shirts because I wanted to do a whole photo shoot. So if I don't say anything else that inspires anyone, I just want to say just start, because the photo shoot still didn't happen. But I was able to create that safe haven on Facebook, so we can promote mental health awareness and promote that positive community.
Mhm. Beautiful. Well, Ms. Shani, I am so thankful for being a part of your life. I'm thankful for how you have inspired many businesses here at the Community Hope Impact Center. And I just glad to see how you make so many initiatives and accomplish those things, and you move on to the next one and you move on to the next, and you stay relevant for the time. And I'm so grateful to see how you do that so well and effectively and still have that sweet, sweet smile all the time. Do you ever get angry? No, but it's beautiful. But I love the way you constantly keep us inspired. There's so many people within our church, within our communities, that's always wearing your t-shirts, that it keeps us inspired. And we see someone and be like, oh, I like that. Who did that? Shani, of course. So we are so thankful for the inspiration that you are spilling through our communities in Moncks Corner. And I can't wait to see what you're going to do next. All
Thank
right, Miss Shani. So if you feel as though Miss Chantel Williams should be our next Community Hope Impact Center Community Trailblazer Queen, please cast your vote at CHICWS for Miss Chantel Williams.
thank
All
you.
right, folks. So there you have it. We had one more trailblazer, but he could not make it on tonight. That was Mr. J.B. Borden. But we all know that he's very popular. Everyone knows him all around Tri-County. But we are going to be making our Cash Apps votes for those who are present for our Trailblazer showcase for tonight. So I'm so grateful for the very person that made this possible, Mr. J.R. Johnson, with Timeless Sounds and making this production able for many to see what is being done in our communities. This is our very first. We're hoping next year that we have a new set, because you should be motivated to be the next community trailblazer. Be the community for your community, and let's be able to show some love during this holiday. Let's inspire during this holiday. If you don't feel that you have an initiative, join in with one of these great warriors and help them in their initiatives and inspiring their communities. All right. So be a blessing. See you soon. See you Saturday, December 19th at 4 o'clock, when we crown the king and queen of the Community Trailblazer. Good night, everyone.